Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your 6-month eclipse reading, my friend. Eclipse season began with a new moon in your sign on February 17th. It'll culminate with a full moon in your sign on July 29th. And then approximately a week or so later, we'll have the final solar eclipse of the year on August 12th with a new moon in Leo. Between now and then, we have 3 super new moons, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. We have a micro moon. We have a lunar eclipse. We have a blue moon. So we have lots of energies here conspiring. Some people would say conspiring against us, but I actually think it's conspiring with us to free up some energetic space in our life. So in this reading today, we're going to take a look at what is energetically leaving our life and then what opportunities are coming in. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through, just take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said now, let's begin. Tapping into the Aquarius collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. If I can get the words out right. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the 6-month eclipse message here for Aquarius? What is the 6-month message here? Let's get one more shuffle. Okay, thank you. And we'll take the first 3 cards here from the top of the deck. We have, I believe there are 2 cards here. Yep. Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Card number 67. Eagle Spirit, Spirit has your back. Card number 23. And the last card here is Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. Card number 31. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Moth Spirit, surrender now. Card number 39. Okay, let's see where we go with this message for the Aquarius collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. I hope you enjoyed your season. And for those of you who are Aquarius Sun placements, I hope that you had a happy birthday. So let's clarify this now. We are clarifying Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Card number 67. Eagle Spirit, Spirit has your back. Card number 23. And Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. Card number 31. Tell me more about this here for Aquarius. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the King of Cups. We have Justice. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. We have the 3 of Wands. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Cups. And we have this 4 of Swords. So you are clearly shedding away, if you will, or creating some energetic space here in your life over the course of the next 6 months. The time to let go card looks like you're going from 10 of Pentacles to 9 of Pentacles. So becoming single, free, and independent of something or someone. Again, a situation, environment, a connection, or maybe just a pattern here within yourself. We're turning knowledge here into wisdom. So I have you here reviewing some type of toxicity in your life, again, whether it's internal or external to you. And it looks like as long as you decide, because at the end of the day, you have the divine gift of free will, as long as you decide to move forward in this 3 of Wands, then Spirit will have your back, and it looks like justice will be yours. So there's some karmic reward here for doing the right thing, for walking away from something, again, internal or external to you. Bottom of the deck we have is the Page of Wands. Let's clarify this message now using the After Tarot deck. The cards in this deck have different images as well as different meanings, and we'll go through them as necessary for your reading today. So let's clarify this now, please, for the Aquarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for the next 6 months. We are clarifying King of Cups, Justice, 10 of Pentacles, the Devil, 3 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles for the Aquarius collective. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords. Justice is clarified by the Moon. The 10 of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Wands. The Devil is clarified by the Page of Cups. The 3 of Wands is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. And the 9 of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. We sure have a lot of energies here on the table. At the bottom of the deck, we have a Tower, followed by the Ace of Cups. This would be you moving towards the new. And 6 of Pentacles. So very interesting. Both decks, by the way, have the Page of Wands here at the bottom of the decks. What I find interesting here with this like underlining energy, we have the 8 of Cups to the 6 of Pentacles. This is you walking away from something that was not in equal measure or not reciprocal. And then this is further clarified in the After Tarot deck, because that same 6 of Cups card which typically depicts two individuals obtaining resources or pentacles from an individual. One of the individuals are walking away. Okay, let's see where we go with this message. But there definitely is here walking away from something or someone, or again, a pattern or a toxicity within yourself that you were feeding at one time. Let's begin to clarify. I have you here in the energy of the King of Cups to the Queen of Swords, turning knowledge into wisdom with that Queen of Swords energy. So let's clarify the King of Cups. This is your energy now for the next 6 months. Tell me more about this King of Cups energy. One more shuffle. Thank you. The King of Cups is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Sun card. Bottom of the deck we have, again, Queen of Swords to the Queen of Swords. So it looks like over the course of the next 6 months, you are contemplating what direction you should be moving in order to obtain the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, independent of something or someone in your life, meaning looking for another job, maybe even leaving a long-term committed partnership. Again, I'm going to continue to clarify this for you, but it appears here that there's something that is rooted in your life in some way, that you nourished, that you grew, and your advice here so far is to walk away from it. It's almost like claiming your autonomy and finding happiness in a different situation, environment, or connection. I don't think for a lot of you this has to do with something internal to you, although I think there's an internal factor here. Let me continue to clarify. I'm getting a lot of messages here, and I don't want to confuse you. Clarify that Queen of Swords in Aquarius's energy for the next 6 months. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the Page of Swords. Well, there's your knowledge. The Knight of Cups and the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely learning something new here. And I think what you're learning is that it's time to get off the fence. There's a situation, environment, or connection here in your life that you nurtured, that you poured pentacle resources into, time, love, money, loyalty, talent, commitment, etc., etc. And there appears here to be a desire within yourself of wanting to move on from it, wanting to surrender it, wanting to walk away. But you've been in indecision mode here. And it looks like within the next 6 months, you're gaining clarity about the direction you want to take. The Devil to the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups holds the Ace of Cups. And it looks like you are tempted by something new here. And if you haven't been, it looks like you will be. Clarify the Devil card here for the Aquarius Collective. I heard infatuated. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Devil is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Lovers, and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're desiring to move towards something new. A new situation, a new environment, a new connection. Or maybe leaving a partnership and becoming single. Tell me about that Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Cups is clarified by the Star, the Queen of Cups, and Justice again. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. I don't want to keep reiterating the message. I want to see where and how Spirit has your back. But it looks like if this message is resonating for you, you sort of have been in between worlds or straddling two worlds. It looks like you have something here established in your life. Again, situation, environment, or connection. And you're desiring to exit it. For some of you, you're desiring to exit it because you have already identified another situation, environment, or connection that you would rather be in, something that's quite alluring or appealing to you. And for others of you, you haven't quite identified the new situation, environment, or connection, but you are excited to find out what that will be for you. Both camps here seem to be of the, I really need to make the decision to move on from this. So this seems to be more logistical in nature. If this message is resonating for you, it's like you already know that you have two options here, that it will eventually be beneficial to you to move on from them, either or, right? And this could very well be deciding to stay where you're at and to not pursue the new situation, environment, or connection. But I feel like I've tapped into a group of you where you're sort of straddling two worlds here, and it looks like you're gaining wisdom or you're gaining clarity. about the direction that you want to move in. Now, Source has your back, provided you move on from something that's already established. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you the energy is on the table. At the end of the day, you have the divine gift of free will, so you have to do what is best for you. But Justice to the Moon card is like, you can't see it yet, but Three of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles, like, if you move on from what this is, spread your wings a bit, time to let go, right? Surrender whatever this is and move towards the new. Oh my God, right behind that you have opening up to infinite possibility. Yeah. Tell me about this Justice and the Moon energy. What is this karmic justice here? I almost feel like you would be creating good dharma for yourself by making this decision. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Justice, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. So as soon as you have this moment of clarity, if you will, and you set the intention or the conviction that I am leaving blank, and it's not something that you're going back and forth on, it's not something that you're confused about, Two of Pentacles, you're weighing the pros and cons. It's like, no, the minute you speak it into being, the new opportunity arrives. Like the moment you say, God, I'm really done with this place. I don't want to live here anymore. Please provide me with the opportunity to be able to move or relocate. The opportunity comes in. God, I really don't want to be at this company anymore. Provide me with the opportunity to get out. Opportunity presents itself. It's like the moment you speak it into being. The Moon. You don't see this coming. Or maybe you're in a relationship you no longer want to be in, Aquarius, and you're, again, when you have that conviction to ask for the out, it looks like the out is given to you. And again, you don't have to take it. We don't have to take every ace. I watch some tarot readers and they're like, oh, it's an ace, you have to take it. Actually, you don't. There are plenty of aces in my life that I have had, regardless of the card suit, and I decided not to proceed forward. I've had lots of people when I was single ask me out on a date. I didn't say yes to all of them. I had lots of job opportunities when I was applying for jobs. I didn't accept every job offer. So again, you don't have to take this ace, but it will be presented to you once you have the conviction to tell the universe you need the ace. You want the ace, you're desiring the ace, and you're going to work towards the ace. Then the ace comes to you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. And I don't think you see it coming. Seven of Cups, like all of these, again, infinite possibilities, options and choices, opportunities to exit something here. Ace of Wands, there's the new beginning. And you have Two of Swords. It's like once a decision is made, because in the After Tarot deck, the individual is not holding the Two Swords. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. So once you have the conviction to say it, whatever it is here that you want or whatever it is that you need to extricate yourself from a situation, environment, or a connection that you're currently in, that you want to move on from, the minute you make that declaration, if you will, Spirit has your back and the opportunity for the new comes in. I'm not going to clarify Three of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles because I feel like this would be you just moving on, taking action on your own behalf. We have the Aries energy there for you. And then the Three of Wands is the Sun in Aries. So again, as soon as you have the conviction to say it, then you start making effort towards it, because effort is always required. So you're asking for the job, you're looking for the job. You know what I mean? You want to exit a connection, you are looking for ways or researching ways in that Queen of Swords energy and that Page of Swords energy on how to exit the connection. You want to leave the living situation, you start actively looking for another place to live. Even if it's just cost comparisons or, obtaining real estate data or whatever it is. It's like once you have the conviction and then you actually you're saying it and then you're putting some effort, oh, the opportunity comes in. Knight of Swords is a communication world card to close out this cycle. Ten of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands. Time to let go. Time to take the inspired action to move on from whomever or whatever this is. Seven of Cups. I feel like this is the state that you're in. Seven of Cups, Judgment, and the Queen of Cups. So your current state here, Page of Pentacles, seems to be, I am really confused. I want to make a judgment call. I don't want to sit and straddle two worlds, have one foot in the old, one foot in the new, but I'm not quite sure what to do. Do I take that secondary foot and take a leap forward, or do I take the foot that's forward and take a step back? But Spirit is saying it's time to let go. Let's clarify that Queen of Wands, taking the inspired action now. Tell you more about that Queen of Wands energy. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. And that Three of Pentacles shows itself again, Hermit here at the bottom of the deck. In the After Tarot deck, the individual is freeing themselves from something that they felt confined or stuck or trapped in. And again, situation, environment, or connection. Now, I'm an Aquarius rising. I don't have an issue with my romantic partnership. And so, you know, I'm not going to apply it to that. I'm going to apply this as a business model for myself with my spiritual business. There are things that I want to change. I had a membership program. It was a pilot program for 3 months. The 3rd month mark was drawing near, and I realized it's not beneficial to me to maintain it. And it's not fair to members if I were to increase the prices just to keep the membership program. So again, I turned knowledge now into wisdom, and I've decided I'm not going to do that. I closed that. Refunds are being given to individuals, and instead now I'm exploring new ways on how to create revenue, but also how to generate some new new readings for individuals, new content for my subscribers. So yeah, I could see this possibly in the course of the next 6 months, me gaining some information and maybe changing up my business model, if you will, and taking the inspired action of the Queen of Wands to launch something new here and maybe let go of something that I'm currently doing. And that for me could come up in a multitude of different ways. Like maybe I'll start also doing YouTube videos, but maybe also some TikTok shorts or something like that. So you'll have to take these messages how they apply to you, but there's something that you've been engaging in. Again, situation, environment, or connection. You already have the desire to move on from it. And Source is just saying, once you declare that that's what you want to do, the opportunity, and you got to put your shoulder into it, right? We can't just ask and you know, hope a miracle comes in. We literally have to put some effort in. You can't say, I want a new job and never apply for one, you know. But as soon as some effort comes in, it looks like all of these various opportunities come in. And again, you can choose to take them or not take them. We have the Nine of Pentacles now to the Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles energy here. Tell me about the, thank you, face down, but I'm told to take them. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Hermit. And you have 2 cards here, the Six of Swords and the Empress, bottom of deck, 10 of Swords. So the Nine of Pentacles here, you seem to have some concern about how you will be impacted from moving on from the situation, environment, or connection. And that's because it's a new frontier that you're moving into. You're moving from being in a relationship to being single, or you're moving from being single to being in a relationship. You're leaving one job for another, or one industry for another, or one community for another, or you're going from working for someone else to working for yourself, or going from an established business to changing it up. Yeah, you don't really know what the results will be here. And so there is some nervousness here. And some doubts, although they're minor, but there's definitely fear here that has made you reluctant to become single, free, and independent of whatever this is. Again, something that you have been doing for quite some time, like myself with my spiritual business, or a situation, environment, or connection that you're involved in. The desire to move on from it is there. The curiosity to have something new is there. And although you may not realize it, but at the time of this reading, you're already energetically moving on from whomever, whatever this is. There's already a let go. We're already beginning to see here, or at least I am energetically, the separation from the anxiety. Now, you may not be fully ready to step into the new world. I know I'm not, you know, when it comes to my spiritual business, but I could, you know, I feel myself detaching, like, maybe the way I've been doing it is wrong, right? Maybe I need to come up with some new spreads. Maybe I need to change the dates that I release videos. Again, I haven't fully made the decision yet, but I can already tell energetically to me that I'm starting to have some new creative ideas that I'm playing around with. So again, I feel like the new here for you is exciting. There's a curiosity to it, but there's also a fear, like, I don't know if the grass is going to be greener over there, although there is a desire to see if the grass will be greener over there. Clarify that Queen of Pentacles. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. I almost feel like if you were guaranteed that the grass is greener, and I really dislike that saying, but if you were guaranteed that the new job or new industry or new community or new connection, whatever this is for you in your life, would be better than where you currently at, I think you would have left already. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Wands, Temperance, and the Two of Cups. You would have already moved towards that new partnership, professional, business, platonic, you know, romantic, whatever it is here. You would have already moved towards it. I had a feeling when I saw that Queen of Pentacles, because again, this is, I want to become single, free, and independent of something here in my life. Nine of Pentacles. But then Queen of Pentacles, I want to become married. And I don't mean like, you know, husband and wife married, or husband, husband, wife, wife. I'm talking about married to the new job. You know what I mean? The new living situation. So it's almost like I have to be guaranteed here. And that's how I looked at it, because I realized in the Pentacles she's holding, she's seeing her reflection. So it's almost like if I can see myself being successful with this, because this is just you reaching for the Pentacle, and then this is you seeing your reflection in the Pentacle, like, oof, so glad I made that decision. Everything worked out fine. So yeah, if you were guaranteed that whatever this is was better than where you're at currently, I think you would have left already. What you don't see coming right now, though, is that you are leaving. Let's see if we can get you some advice on this, because it is time to let go of this and to move towards something new here. Again, that Sun card. I mean, you got two King of Wands here for you in your energy. So we have that desire to want to do it, and then the desire to like, but I want to learn more first. It's like I just heard I don't want to be stupid. So maybe that's your feeling. I want to sell the house, but I don't want to be stupid. You know, I want to change up my business model, but I don't want to be stupid. I want to leave this connection, but I don't want to be stupid. I want to move towards a new, but I want it to be, I want this transition to come from a place of wisdom. It's like I want to dot all the I's and cross all the T's. And I want to make sure it's going to be beneficial to me. Because if I end up in a worse situation, environment, or connection than I'm currently finding myself, and then the feeling is like, well, then what the F did I move on for? So I think what you are lacking here is not so much like a belief in the new, or even in yourself. I think what you're lacking is belief in spirit. I think you're lacking hope that spirit has your back. Because if you had that hope and you knew for sure, you wouldn't be second guessing this, but you are second guessing it. And I think you're second guessing it because you think that you're making a mistake here. Anything else Aquarius needs to know about? Spirit has their back. I think you're lacking faith in the universe. I don't think this is so much about what you'd like to move towards, or even what you're moving away from. And I definitely don't think that you're lacking faith in yourself or hope in yourself. I think you're lacking faith and hope in the universe. Tell me more about this here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Magician. Two cards came out. The Three of Cups and Two of Swords. You're lacking faith in Source. You're lacking faith in Source. You are manifesting a happy outcome here, something that you desire in that Three of Cups energy. We saw it here again with the Three of Cups in this deck. You're like, I would really like to let go of this and move towards this, and you're manifesting this, and then at the same time, the Two of Swords, you're like, but I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. So your thoughts are becoming your reality. They're actually keeping you stuck. Your negative thoughts about moving towards the new is one of the reasons why you're actually not moving towards the new. You're kind of self-sabotaging your own manifestation here, your own desire, because you're allowing doubts, fears, and insecurities to get the better of you. Can I get 3 more cards on this, please, for Aquarius? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Chariot, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Bottom of deck, Nine of Pentacles. You can't see it now, but you're going to move towards the new. At some point between now and Cancer season, you're going to realize that if you don't do this, this will be a missed opportunity. And you don't want to miss this. So you're moving towards the new here. There's future planning. There's excitement. I'd love to know what happens between now and then that restores your faith. Let's see if we can find out what is occurring here. So what is being eclipsed are doubts, fears, and insecurities. Oh, you know, over the course of the next 6 months, doubts, fears, and insecurities about moving towards something or someone new. It's the doubts, fears, and anxieties that are being eclipsed out of your life. And then the new that comes in, because now you've freed up that energetic space, are all of these new opportunities. How is faith restored here for the Aquarius collective? One more shuffle. Thank you. Two of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Wands. Bottom of deck, Eight of Wands. Interesting message. So, the faith that will be restored. Source is sending you someone. You may already have this person. Remember I said some of you are thinking of leaving a situation. Right in our connection, you already have something in mind. You already have the new landlord in mind. You already have the new boss in mind. You already have the new love partner. It only takes messages how they resonate to you. So for some of you, you already have this person. For others of you, they're going to be put on your path relatively soon, over the course of the next 4 months. So whoever this person is, they will be giving you the courage or the strength, if you will, to overcome your doubts, fears, and anxieties, to reach for the new Ace of Wands that is being given here to you. So this appears here, if it's not a lover, it's like you know, you're looking for a job and you're nervous about leaving this company, even though you don't like it. It's just an example. I really don't like being here. I dream about the day that I can actually go to work and like my boss and like what I do and like who I do it for, etc., etc. And then, I don't know, you're at a coffee shop and you bump into someone and it just happens to be your next employer. That's how this person gets put on your path. I think for some of you, you already have this person in your life. Again, they could be a friend, family member, or lover. But over the course of the next 3 to 4 months, you're either meeting this person or the person is already in your life and they're going to help you overcome these doubts, fears, and insecurities. I'm asking how you're going to have faith and hope restored in the universe and that you're making the right decision. And it looks like this person will be instrumental in doing that. For some of you, you know this person, and for others of you, you are meeting them. Anything else Aquarius needs to know about this individual? We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. This is a soulmate, soul bond connection. Some of you know this person, some of you don't. But look, they're going to help you plant that Ace of Pentacles. And once you start working on it, you're going to Three of Wands, be able to move on from something existing. So this individual, you can call them a catalyst. Again, if they're currently in your life or there's someone new entering your life, they are the catalyst to restore the hope and faith that you've lost in the universe when it comes to making this particular decision. This person is basically going to shine a light for you, energetically speaking, spiritually speaking. That's quite the powerful message. Okay, let's get you some oracle cards here, my friend. So what's being eclipsed? Doubts, fears, and insecurities. The lack of hope or faith that you have in the universe, that's going. And then you have this person here, some already in your life, for others of you entering your life. And it's basically like they're going to be the hermit for you, shining the light. I don't mean to laugh at the cross watcher or to you, but yeah, this person's going to basically shine the light and restore faith and confidence that you've lost in Source. They're going to help you find it again, or help you restore that faith and confidence in Source, and then help you move or transition into the new. It's interesting. I just got choked up when I said that. I don't think there'll be a lot of communication here between you and this person. I'm not saying that you won't be talking to them. You will intuitively feel that they're guiding you in the right direction. One oracle card here. Thank you. Anchor in self. Find your center within. Remain steadfast despite the storm. The bottom of the deck, you have trust. Establish trust in yourself and in others. I also think you will be restoring trust in the universe via this individual, you know, whoever they are. We didn't get any zodiac signs for this person other than that they are an incredible strong soulmate for you. We have the Two of Cups for them twice. We have the Six of Cups. And it is divine timing, if you will, for this person to help you move into the next chapter of your life. Can I have another oracle card here? One more shuffle. Thank you. You have eternal knot. You are interconnected. Strengthen bonds with those around you. This is an incredibly strong soul bond. That's so interesting because I forgot the word of this. He bought me this like 4 years ago. Oh, it's a love knot. It's a love knot, and that's exactly what's on this. It's a love knot. It might be called an Irish love knot. I forget the exact name for it. It's a love knot. So it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but your soul and this person's soul, you're already interconnected with them. Whether you know them or you're about to meet them over the course of the next 3 to 4 months. That's why you intuitively feel like you can trust this person. You've known them from a past life. Bottom of the deck, mountain peak. You will reach for the heights. Your goals are within sight. Yeah. Remember I said the hermit? The hermit typically exists on the mountaintop, right? Where's the hermit card here? Well, if you're familiar with tarot, you know that. The hermit typically exists on the mountaintop. And I had said this person's going to be your lantern. Yeah, this person's going to shine this light. And it's like you will intuitively be following it. Let's close it out with some kippers. And then I'll get you a final advice card. Do you know about this person? Is this person in your life? Drop me some comments below if you know this person or if you're just excited to find out who this individual is. But yeah, I have 3 to 4 months here on timing. So if it's an existing person, they're going to help you over the course of the next 3 to 4 months. And again, it's not like they're strong-arming you or they're trying to talk you into it. We don't have swords for this person. So they are intuitively guiding you and you are intuitively trusting them and following them. Can I get 3 cards here? We have message. Yep. You have toil and labor kind of came out on the side there, and you have message. So this is a false person, a situation, environment, or connection. It looks like you are deciding to move on from whomever, whatever this is. But again, remember I said you have to make the effort, toil and labor. You can't just ask for the out or source to extract you from this. And there are 3 parts to manifestation, truth be told. You have to ask for it. You have to put in the shoulder, right? You have to put some effort into it. But then you've got to believe. And it looks like what you're lacking here is the belief part. That's where this other individual here will be instrumental. Help you restore your faith that you're doing the right thing. And that spirit has your back. And that it's okay to surrender. And it's okay to move forward. Can I have 3 other cards here? We have courtship. I told you. It's a soulmate. Distant horizons. So over the course of the next 3 to 6 months, this is a 6-month eclipse reading, your life will be completely changed. You could be the main male, you could be the main female. I have mature woman here. I have courtship kind of came out on the side, and I got the bad health card on the side. So I feel like this is the individual who's coming towards you. This is the soulmate connection. They're either in your life or they're soon to be in your life. And it looks like their intended role at this point in your journey is to help extricate you from a situation, environment, or connection that's bad for your health or no longer aligned to who you are or the person you are becoming. Distant horizons, main male, and sudden wealth. Yep, jackpot. I think you'll be moving forward with this individual or with the assistance of this individual. Your life will be very different 3 to 6 months from now. And final message here for you. I forgot the name of this deck, but a subscriber sent it to me a year ago, and I've been using it to close out the eclipse readings. So the final card, excuse me, could have something to do with this message, or it could just be something different that Source wants you to keep in mind over the course of the next 6 months. Final closing message here for the Aquarius Collective. One more shuffle. Thank you. Look, you got a heart. I'm telling you, this is an incredibly strong soulmate here. Never alone. My bond with God and the angels is a flame that lights my heart, no matter the darkness around me. This connection is the foundation of my inner strength, giving me faith that all things align for my highest good. I trust the universe for guidance, knowing I will always receive its help and protection. I am never alone. At the bottom of the deck, you have discovering. Release old beliefs and limitations. That's what you're doing. Open yourself up to new ideas and literally endless possibilities. Embrace adaptability and the freedom to explore new perspectives. As you let go of your past, you will unlock deeper layers of your potential and discover the expansive worlds within. And it looks like you're not doing it alone. That is what I have for you, Aquarius. That is your 6-month eclipse reading. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you good luck on your journey. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.